Jordan's really athletic, really coordinated and quick, which is a very good thing, but it also lets him get away with some stuff that mere mortals can't. To start with, he's in pretty good shape on the back leg, so we don't have that problem. I like the liveliness, the bouncing around, the loose, that sort of thing. Upper body, he's getting out over that back leg a little bit. See how his ankle is nearly rolling that way? He's getting body mass outside of that back leg. It'd be a whole lot better if he could keep it like that, so he's digging in with this part of his shoe and not rolling onto that part. However, he is loading with his body, which is a good thing. We'll get to his hands in a minute. So here it comes forward. Bam! Good twist. Okay, I have put a wire frame with a dot every 3 frames from the time he starts loading all the way through his swing. You will see almost without commentary what the issue is. I like lively, loose arms. I like to see a little motion, but there he dips his bat down while he's starting his swing to a point that now he comes around, gets his hands almost down to his waist, and then back up again, and all this is while he's in the middle of, tracking the ball. Back up again, and then he has to get them stopped, and around we go. Clearly, you're going to have some incredible hand-eye coordination to be able to do that on good pitches. I mean, that's just going to be hard to do. So obviously we've got to see what we can do about reducing some of that hand motion in the early part of the swing. And I think it's part of the reason that he drags the bat through. I think he's got all of that going on. Somewhere right in here, he gets to a position where he's had a lot of hand movement, and he really just flattens his bat back out behind him, and his back. Look, the first motion, he's got his hips going early. Lower body I'm liking. All that's going early, but the first motion with the upper body, instead of this twist here in his body, starting to pivot his shoulders around and pull this around, he's got that front arm really straight really early, and that back arm folds under his front arm like that, so that both elbows are almost together at this point. And when he gets to right here, he has really is just like a rope connected from his shoulder all the way around to the end of the bat. And at this point, it's going to be a long swing because he's got to wait for all this to come around. Now, he's so quick that he's gotten away with it, but at some point the pitchers are going to be too fast, and that's really going to be a problem. So we need to try to more for the future really than right now, I think, because I think he's going to hit okay just like that. But we really need to start helping him do something about that, or I'm afraid he's going to get eaten alive later. We've got to get this elbow back around over here where he can control things a little better. His hands should not be way behind his elbows like that. Comes around, he like Chris, he has no position of power there. His arm, there's no brace for his bat. It's literally all slung. So he has to judge exactly where that ball is from much farther off, with a much longer swing than he needs. But the good news is that is not uncommon at all. Very common actually with smaller kids that swing really hard. That's why him and Chris try to do it. They're aggressive. They want to kill it, and he's probably swung that way since he was 4 years old, and he's always hit it hard. But just so he doesn't get eat up by the faster guys pitching, we'll see if we can smooth that out a little bit.